Yo, yo, yo. JB the Billy. How you feeling? All right, fellas, here we go. So in the first part of this video, we talked about the main challenge of NoFap, which was social pressure. Go watch that video if you haven't, and then come back. But here's a subsection of the main challenge of NoFap. The emotional pressure. The emotional pressure we feel as young men is cancerous to the mind. It's spiritually damaging because we don't know why we become so connected to things. Hence why we don't know how to disconnect. Like, how could you know you were so deep in to get deep out? How could you know you were so locked into the game that you couldn't get out? Like, oh shit, I'm in the game? You didn't even know. So let's give an example, right? Let's say as a kid, your dad or your mom in your life, y'all used to eat vanilla ice cream on the bed with each other before bed, right? So you have a emotional connection to ice cream, but you don't know why as an adult or a young adult, you love vanilla ice cream so much. Now you love vanilla yogurt, vanilla ice cream, vanilla shakes. You love everything about vanilla, okay? Let's say you and your best friend as a child, y'all love Twizzlers, okay? And don't ask me why I got Twizzlers on standby. Watch your mouth. So y'all used to love Twizzlers. Why? Because y'all used to share them with each other. And the emotional connection you had to your best friend is also tied to Twizzlers. But if you don't know why and how the breakdown of that connection happened, you don't know how to get out. You don't know how to change the direction of your life. You don't know how to be direct because you have no direction. So when it comes to the emotional challenge on your NoFap journey, y'all need to realize that you have to break things down. On social media, 100%, I don't care what nobody say, 100% of the time, they make it seem like every single man has to pay 100% of everything. They make it seem like every man has to have this alpha dominating dominatrix ass game to them. They gotta have a deep voice. They gotta have a beard, the handsome man game and all this other shit. Bro, people are people. What you may tolerate, I may not. What you may not accept, I may. I'm a 6'3" black man living in New Orleans, Louisiana. My culture, what I've experienced, what I've went through, could be completely different to what you experienced. Your version of tough love may not be mine. I'm from down south. Where you from? You see what I'm saying? It's so different. But on let social media tell it. They'll say that as a man in America, you got to have all this shit planned out before the age of... Stop that. Stop. So emotionally, the pressure that we feel as young men is on our NoFap journey, we are making a change. We are becoming unlustful. We are getting out the cycle of being so lustful and so sex driven when it comes to talking to girls. Because when you talk to a woman, the same way you talk to a woman, you cannot talk to a grown ass girl the same way. At all. At all. You will get, I'm not saying you will get slapped, but yeah, you will get spiritually slapped. Thinking that you was Mr. Macho Man because you got money, you got cars, you got clothes, you know, nice haircut, whatever. Man, that don't mean shit to a woman. You better have some things that's gonna keep me. Are you a good listener? Do you have patience? So emotionally and psychologically, really, we gotta put this into one. You have to find the root to why you are connected to a thing. So a highly known question that you may have is, how can I figure out if I am emotionally connected to something? You need to play games with yourself. Let's say a woman would come to you right now, face to face, and she would say that you ain't shit, you dusty, you dirty, you using your mama, you mistreating your family, you don't love nobody, you heartless, you cold, you have no drive, no ambition. You know, she's saying all these things to you. Emotionally, if you have felt as a kid and as an adolescent that you are not enough and you are a user, you are a manipulator of people that actually love you and care about you, you don't know how to care for them because you steady being useful. You see what I'm saying? Then she could possibly make you cry. Or she can get you so emotionally moved to the point where you get flustered. You block her. You don't want to talk to her no more. And she could be your ex. She could be a random. She could be a psychic, a therapist, a doctor, a lawyer, your mama. It don't matter. She just sparked a nerve in you emotionally. So how to unravel from that emotional distress and that emotional pain, you got to go through the fire within. You have to go through the fire within. And yes, it hurts. Yes, it's painful. Yes, you're going to cry. Yes, because you are breaking down the barriers and taking the shovel, putting it in the soil and taking out the weeds. That takes a lot of strength to do. A lot of strength. And I was doing this at 17, 18, and I'm still doing it. Because there are so many things that I'm working through. Right? Not having too much leeway, having too much freedom. There's so many things I'm working with to become more of a balanced, useful, effective man. Because we want to be used. If we have a girlfriend or a wife and she doesn't ask us to do shit, what are we there for? We are men. Baby, use me. What you want me to do? Mow the lawn? Change your tire? Go put gas in your car? Late night? When you got work in the morning? What you want me to do? I can do it. We need to be used as men. And it makes us feel a sense of purpose. Yeah, because we need that. Let me know, baby, if I'm useful or if I'm not. Because I will go where I am celebrated, not tolerated. Don't just tolerate me for the sake of. Celebrate me because of who I am and who I am aspiring to be. So, fellas, there's a lot of emotional trauma that we have that will block you from accepting a woman for who she is. And you don't want to deal with these issues over and over and over and over again and keep playing these psychological, emotional games with yourself, saying that you are not the problem and you're just attracting the wrong people. But guess you forgot the first word in that sentence. You. This is all about you. You are attracting the wrong people. Well, I just get a bad batch of apples then. Yeah, because you're a bad apple. You're a bad apple. So do the work. Don't run from it. Go through the fire and you will come out a beast.